her in District 6, and she's got something coming up at the Eagle. We have, gosh, I'm trying to remember some of the names, but where is Charlie Horse?
Oh, Charlie Horse was at the Stud.
Is that gone?
Yeah, it's pretty much gone, I think.
And
I mean, it wasn't at the Stud, I'm sorry. It was at what's it called?
End Up?
No, it was
Oh, the Cinch?
the Cinch,
Yeah, the Cinch on Upper Polk.
Yeah.
And what's Monostat do?
I'm not sure what Monostat's doing right
But
now.
that another really notable queen. I think if you pick up the book Glam Gender, you're going to see so many performers that are so magical and so
Absolutely.
amazing.
Absolutely. Well,
You'll have a choice of a lot of different shows.
Well, that's one reason why I'm also working on this eyebrow. It stems from how people cover up their eyebrows, because one of the things that I thought was fascinating was how, like, all the queens kind of know the best way to cover up their eyebrows for them, but a lot of them do it in very different ways. So, for example, right now, what I've done is I've used this TV Mastic spirit gum, which is some hardcore spirit gum, and the Scar Effects wax in the beginning, and then I've just covered with eyelash adhesive. So, basically, depending on who you speak to, some people rub a bar of soap through their eyebrows, and that sticks them straight down, and that's plenty. Some people use the Elmer's glue stick, the purple kind that dries clear, so then you know when you're ready to paint over it. Anyway, all these different things that I think kind of can spread out into a broader story that I'm hoping will turn into autobiographies. So I'm starting this little online collection of autobiographical blurbs. I'm going to be contacting people shortly to get information, people's autobiographies, and basing it off of how they do their brows, and then branching it out from there. So it's going to be categories based on how people hide their brows, tutorials on how they do it, and then I'm hoping to get some biographies from these amazing people that are part of the community that I've had the pleasure of knowing for the last 6 years that I've been involved.
You heard it here first, folks. Just
So,
remember,
very excited about
Kegel
that.
Cater,
And
a new project on the web. She's got that amazing website.
there's a link
And
to
in
it.
Halloween, I'm going to try and put together 10 or 12 people and ask Kegel to come in for a session, but not too long session, have everybody pay, I'm not going to say how much, but something that makes it worth her while to come on in and make us all up. And she can do gore, she can do fantasy, she can do probably anything. She'll tell you more about that now,
I
probably.
spent the summer teaching gore to little kids at the Hypnodrome where Pearls Over Shanghai is played. They have this summer camp called Creepshow Camp. So teaching a bunch of 8 to 15-year-olds how to make it look like they got punched in the nose or that they got an eyeball hanging out of their socket. You know, I learned a lot. Learned about patience.
Time tolerance.
Tolerance. And I mean, there are also really amazing people to work with, these kids, you know, and one of them is interested in drag, and his father totally supports it, and that was an amazing experience. And, you know, so I got to play with these makeup with these kids and teach them a little bit about glammy drag makeup, and I got some of the girls to do drag king, I got some of the guys to do drag queen, and we got them all bloody and gory, and, you know, now they know how to really fake a stay-at-home sick day. And but yeah, so as far as Halloween stuff goes, I'm hoping to find individuals or parties where I could either teach one-on-one or actually do someone's makeup, gory or glamorous or whatever. I also specialize in making people look like specific people. There's like, I don't know if you have the photos there, but there's a photo where I made myself look like Popeye, which is kind of
It's amazing.
random, for a night at the DNA Lounge. So I also have the ability I have makeup on a tray, so I could walk around and approach people so they wouldn't have to come up to me and do some adult face painting. Not meaning adult themed necessarily. But, and I can also paint some gore on someone's face, you know?
I think that's just the greatest party idea in the world.
If you're at a group party, you know, you don't like being that person that isn't dressed up.
I know.
It's hard being that person too. I mean, I think of those people, I'm like, they're getting a free show, they didn't dress up, but you know what? Deep down inside, I'm sure that they wish they could participate too. They just don't know where to start.
Often. Yep.
So, and I'm going to glue your other eyelash on.
You got it.
And usually I start at the center and I work it so that it glues toward the outside, and then kind of pulling it down in the middle there. It's kind of hard to describe. Basically just trying to make sure they're at they start at the same place, closest to the nose, and then gluing outward so that, you don't have one eyelash that is starting out here and one that's starting way up here. And then also just brushing them up after you stick them on. That kind of helps it so that you don't have like this ramada over both of your eyes shading them straight ahead. The eyelashes should come up a little, so. But yeah, so I love talking about makeup. I like hearing people's stories. And, you can open your eyes. And
Okay, yeah.
it's my passion.
So tell us about these pictures that Stephen's bringing up for
Oh,
us.
great. Well, this first one here, okay, so this is my website. On there are links to that's the poster to the thing I do, Pretty. Look at You over at Retrofit every last Saturday of the month. In October, we're thinking of doing something every Saturday of the month. Gore, glam, blah, blah, blah. But this is my Pearls Over Shanghai face. And then, let's see what else we have there. And that's always a fun experience because every Saturday, I do my face very different each time I do pearls because I've been doing it for a year and I have to keep it exciting. And because I don't do it for the money, not that anyway. So the face is always a little different. Okay, here we have some pictures, I think. Okay, this is my first drag experience. Aren't I adorable?
Yes.
A bubble beard in the bathtub, and my mom knew to capture that. She must have known that
The future lay
future lay ahead. And let's see, I'm wondering if that Popeye picture is there. And so yeah, the excitement in it for me is making someone look drastically different from what they are during the day.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it gives me safety to do what I really want to do and I'm too scared to do when I'm not behind what's a little bit of a mask, but it's also an expression of your creativity. So in a way, it's a mask, but it also gives a lot.
That's the beauty of it to me.